The Northman is a Viking's tale based around the historical legend of Amleth, who is a Viking prince who has to go on a quest to avenge his father and save his mother. It's directed by Robert Eggers, that's done films like The Witch and The Lighthouse. Now, I'm actually quite unfamiliar with his work. I've never seen The Witch or The Lighthouse. The trailers, they just didn't really do it for me. I guess just to me, the films felt too abstract and metaphorical, and I figured his directing style was just something maybe not for me. But once I caught a glimpse of this film, it caught my attention. I love Vikings, so everything about them just seems so brutal and primal, and I always and it always spoke to the inner love I have for blood and gore and all those things. But I was really fascinated with how the people of that time lived without the onset of laws and rules that we have today. So going into this, having understood that this is a film directed by someone who tends to be on the artsy side, I had an absolute freaking blast watching this movie. Everything about it was just raw and grounded and just ultra realistic, especially the sets. Like, I just loved how practical things were in this film. The film taking place on an actual location, and where it's actually cold and you can see the actors feeling the temperatures, and it felt like something straight out of a documentary. And see as how this film is going for realism and historical accuracy. I just want to can we just commend Robert Eggers for such an astounding choice. Even the way the dialogue is, like, it sounds like something that Shakespeare wrote, which is quite ironic because the story is actually inspired by the Hamlet story. FYI. Speaking of story, it's quite simple, in fact. Guy's father gets killed by uncle. The son has to avenge him, and by killing the uncle, it doesn't get any more Lion King than that. But I can appreciate the story being as simple as it is because, yeah, I mean, at least for me, the film can now focus on character and character development. You witness Amleth get swallowed with hate and revenge to then actually feeling mild moments of love and hope. And once he invites the hate back in, it feels earned and it feels understood, but it's also damn tragic. But we can't appreciate how good these characters are without talking about the performances. I really think this is Alexander Skarsgard's best performance that I've ever seen. There was so much pain and pity felt from Skarsgard's performance that it just made me want to give the guy a hug. And by God, is this man ripped? Like, he is ripped. The man looks like he's gained like 30 pounds and he looks fantastic. Ethan Hawke and Willem Dafoe also show up in this film temporarily, but when they show up, they give 1,000% in their performances. And once they're on screen, you just can't look away. Anya Taylor-Joy, of course, is my new favorite actress. I loved her in Split. I adored her in The Queen's Gambit. And just give her all the roles. Even Nicole Kidman shocked the hell out of me. When the climax of this movie happens, I was sitting next to a guy in the theater, and we both just went like, what the fuck? I mean, look, Kidman is just, she just go see the movie. I won't spoil it. Just go see the movie. And of course, my favorite part, the action. Wouldn't be a good Viking film without some good old flesh and blood. The movie is violent, and I don't think I've pretty much grimaced or frowned like in a long time to a movie. It gets pretty intense when it's happening, but because it's so super grounded, it's just that the way it's filmed, it's so gnarly. There's just one scene that is just, oh my god, it's chaotic, it's disturbing, and it's beautiful all at the same time. I mean, I honestly don't have anything bad to say about this film. I mean, it does take a while to get to the good stuff. I mean, I will admit that, but it doesn't really take that long though at all. Like, maybe give it a good 5 or 7 minutes, and then you're off. Some of the images and the dream sequences, they may confuse you. I mean, it is Robert Eggers after all, so I expect there to be some of that style of directing to be in here, but none of it is too ambiguous. Like this film feels like a much more straightforward story, and I'm just glad that I was able to catch this one as my true introduction to his work. Like after seeing this film, I'm now excited to see like you know the Lighthouse and the Witch. I think this might be his third film, I believe, um, which is quite impressive. But shit, damn good job, his third go round. So if that's the case, bravo. I'm feeling a 9.5 out of 10 for this one. It's damn good. I want to say this is probably the most historically accurate Vikings film I've seen. I wouldn't say it's the most violent, but it is definitely pretty gross. So I would warn you for that. But ultimately, I had fun with this. I love the story. I love the characters. I really adored the performances, and I think you guys should check it out. So that's my take. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you can. And what do you guys think about the Northman? Did anybody you guys see it? Did you like the movie? Did you think it was one of his best movies? It's my first time seeing it, so I would say it's good. It was good enough for me to check out his other stuff. So, but if you like this video, hit that like button. If you love this video, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, great.